Hello students, how are you? Okay, in this video we are going to discuss Cambridge Lower Secondary Checkpoint Maths Paper 2. This is a past year question which is on October 2020 last year. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, question number 1. Okay, use a whole number to complete the statement. Okay, look at here. 3.15 times 0.04. And here, if you notice that we also have 3.15, right? So these two are the same. So which means this part here must be 0.04. This part here must be 0.04, right? So how do we get 0.04? So which means what divided by 100 equals to 0.04. So this unknown here can be obtained like 0.04 times 100. Okay, so this is 4. Therefore, the answer here is 4. Yeah, you just compare only left and right. This is 3.15, here is 3.15, which means the remaining here must be equals to 0.04. Okay, free 1 mark for you. Okay, next. Lily wants to count the number of cars of different colors that drive past her school. Design a data collection sheet that Lily could use. Okay, this one we practiced this one many times in class. So you must have colors here. Okay, and then don't forget to put tally here. Must tally. Once you tally, then only you can get the frequency, right? Maybe here you can write few colors here. Maybe white. Okay, black. What else? Yellow. What else? Red color. What else? What else? Blue. Okay, and so on. Okay, you can just stop here. So with this, if you have colors, tally and frequency, then only you can get 2 marks here. Okay, so that's how you design a data collection. Make sure you tally, don't just write colors and frequency. You have to tally before you get the frequency. All right, that's number 2. Move on to number 3 here. Okay, this diagram shows a cuboid. Okay, calculate the volume of the cuboid. Okay, we know that to find the volume of a cuboid, length times width times height. This is quite simple here, and furthermore the unit is all centimeters. There's no trick, this is quite direct. So 11 times 5 times 4. Okay, 25 times 4, 20 times 11, 220, isn't it? Okay, so you write here 220 cube centimeters. Okay, so that is a free 1 mark for you. Okay, that's number 3. Quite simple. Number 4 here. The cost to hire a hall is $20. $20 plus $15 per hour. Okay, every hour you have to pay $15, and on top of that you have to pay $20 first. So we have to write down the formula for the cost C to hire the hall for H hours. So initially you have to pay $20 first, and then on top of that, every hour you have to pay 15. So which means 1 hour. So which means so which means 1 hour is 15, 2 hours is $30, 3 hours means you 3 times 15, isn't it? 1 hour means $15. Okay, 2 hours, which means 2 times 15. 3 hours means 3 times 15. So which means this 15 here, right, you must multiply with the number of hours. Okay, so here with that 20 you plus again 15h, because here they ask you to use h. So therefore the cost to hire the hall is 20 plus 15h. Got it? Okay, so for question B, use the formula to work out the cost to hire the hall for 6 hours. 6 hours. So we already have the formula. we have to pay $20, and then on top of that, every hours we must pay $15. So 15 times 6. Okay, this one we can just press calculator here. 20 plus 15 times 6. Am I right? Okay, so that will give you $110. Okay, $110. 1 mark, free 1 mark for you. Okay, move on to question number 5. Calculate the area of the shape. Okay, this is a shape which is made of 2 rectangles. So what do we do? Maybe we can cut this. Go and find the rectangle first. I think I will cut this way. Okay, so here I will have rectangle A and rectangle B. So everything here is all in centimeters, so shouldn't be a problem. So we find A first. So the area should be A plus B, right? So A is, this is length times width, so which means 3.2 times 3.7. So I will write here 3.2 times 3.7, and we plus with area of B. Okay, this area of B here, the length here is 8.5, but the height, what is the height? Okay, so 8.2 is from here to here, right? Isn't it? That's 8.2, and you know that from here to here is 3.7. Okay, so if this 8.2 you minus with 3.7 here, what do you get is this length. What do you get is the remaining. Okay, so the width of the rectangle B is 8.2 minus 3.7. Okay, this one will give you 8.2 minus 3.7 is equals to 4.5, right? Okay, 4.5. 7 minus 3, 4.5. Okay, so therefore your B here, area of B here is 8.5 times 4.5. This is 4.5. So we times 8.5 times 4.5. Okay, so we press calculator. What is that? 3.2 times 3.7. Okay, 3.2 times 3.7. Then we plus with 8.5 times 4.5. Am I right? Okay, so you will get the answer, which is what's that? Convert 50.09. So we write here 50.09. So that's the answer. 50. Sorry, that's the answer. 50.09 cube centimeter, squared centimeters. Okay. All right, that's shape question number 5 here. If you have like composite shape like this, I think you better find rectangle, the 2 rectangles there. Okay, identify the length and width for each rectangles, and then you get one by one, and then you total them up. All right, so that's number 5. Okay, number 6 here. Rajiv puts $2,400 in a saving account. All right, 1 year later, it is worth of 2,580. So as what we can see here, his money increased to 2,580. So which means the difference, which is 2,580, you minus with 2,400, you will get what is that? 180, right? Okay, so which means this 180 is the interest, right? Okay, so we need to find the annual rate. Whenever you see rate here, which means we want to find the percentage of that interest. Okay, so let's find. The interest is $180, and then you over with the principal. Principal is the amount that he put earlier, okay, initially. So which is 2,400. You don't over 2,580, yeah. Okay, over with 2,400, and then you times 100%. Okay, you should be able to get the answer. Okay, let's press 180. This is paper 2, so you can use calculator. 180 over 2,400, and then you times 100%. So we will get, what is that? 7.5%. Okay, so the interest, the annual rate of that interest is 7.5%. Okay, we write here 7.5%. Is that okay? 2 marks for you. So careful here, you have to over with 2,400 because many students, they will put here 2,580, so which is wrong. Okay, get the interest first, and then after that, to get the percentage, make sure you over with the principal initial value. All right. Okay, number 7 here, draw a ring around the point which does not lie on this line here. Okay, as you know that this is actually your x, y, right? We will know that the point is actually lies on that line if this point here satisfies this equation. What does it mean here? For example, if you substitute your x here with 2, right? Make sure this y here is equals to 8. Okay, so we can try one by one here. Okay, we will see the first one here. Okay, the first point here. So when we substitute 3 times 2 plus 2, why do I substitute with 2? Because I'm checking this point. Okay, this one must be equals to 8. If it equals to 8, means that point lies on the line. Okay, so yeah, this is equals to 8. Therefore, this one lies on the line. Okay, try again. We want to find the point which does not lie on the line. So we try again for this point here. Substitute x. This is x, that is y. So now your x is 0. So when you substitute this one, so we will get 3 times 0 plus 2. This is equals to 2, right? And this is not equals to 4. It must be equals to y, which is 4. But it does not equals to 4. Alright? So therefore, this line, this point here does not lie on the line. Try again. Okay, actually you can just press calculator here. So we press here. What is the equation here? 302. The x here is 302. So we write 3 times 302. Right? Plus 2. Sorry, plus 2. So make sure that when you substitute, sorry, my bad, wrong, my bad. So we start again. This x here, we are supposed to substitute with 100. Sorry. So when you substitute here 100, and then make sure this value here is equals to 302. Okay, so when I substitute 3 times 100 plus 2, alright, plus 2, make sure when I press equal, this is equals to 302. If it's equals to 302, which means that this point lies on the line. If it does not equal to 302, which means we can circle that one. Okay, which means it does not lie on the line. So obviously this is 302. Therefore, this one lies on the line. We try again for this part here. Okay, we substitute this 9 into x. So times 3 times 9 plus 2. And then make sure when I press equal here later on, it should be equals to y, where your y is 29. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, 29. So only one point there. Okay, only one point does not lie on the line. That's why here is only 1 mark. Okay, that's how you do. That's how you check whether that point lies on the equation or not. All right. Move on to the next one. We have, what is this? We have 3 triangles here. Let's see what is the question. Write down the length of the hypotenuse of triangle BCE. So triangle of BCE. So let's highlight where is triangle of BCE. I have BCE there. Okay. So this triangle, this is a right angle triangle. So if it's a right angle triangle, we can read where is the hypotenuse. The one that opposite to 90 degrees here, okay, is your hypotenuse. So therefore, this is 13 centimeters. Simple as that. Okay, therefore the hypotenuse of BCE is 13. So we write here 13. Okay, maybe we can revise a bit here. We also can ask you what is the hypotenuse of this triangle here. So again, we focus on this triangle. The one that opposite to 90 degrees, the side which opposite to 90 degrees is your hypotenuse. Okay, so the hypotenuse for triangle ABE is 12. Okay, maybe we can try one more just as a revision. let's say we have this triangle, okay? Alright, so the one that opposite to 90 degrees is our hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse for this triangle is 16.25. Okay, so we answered the question already just now, which is 13. That's free 1 mark. Again, free 1 mark for you all. Okay, next, number 9. Pink paint is made by mixing 9 parts of white paint and 5 parts of red paint. Find the number of parts of red paint needed to mix with 54 parts of white paint. So this is actually a ratio and proportional. So we have a white and we have red here. So to get pink color, okay, we need 9 white parts and 5 red parts. Okay, so they ask you to find the number of red paint here if you have 54 parts of white. So here we have 54, and the question asks you, what is this? Okay, so which means you need to find what times what is equals to 54. In the other words, this one you divide by 59 and the answer you times by 5. You know that from here to here you have to times 6, right? Therefore from here to here also you must times 6. Okay, so that you can get the pink paint. So therefore the answer here, maybe we can write the working here. This 54 we divide by 9, then the answer we times 5, sorry, times 5. Okay, so the answer should be, this one can be cut, or maybe you can just press here 54 divided by 9 times 5, so it's equals to 30. Okay, so 30 parts, right? Okay, move on to the next one, number 10. Here is the calculation. 87 divided by 14 is 6 remainder 3. So draw a ring around the correct fraction. So whenever, let's say for example, I give you this one, yeah, simple one. For example, 4 over 3. Okay, in primary school we ask you to convert this to mixed number, right? Because this is an improper fraction. So what do? We divide 4 divided by 3. When you divide, you get 1 here, 3, and then 1. Normally your teacher will ask you, write this one first, isn't it? And then you go turn clockwise. So the answer is 1 from the top, 1 over 3. Okay, same goes to here also. So when you divide this, 87 divided by 14, when we divide, this is 6 actually, and then you have we don't care about this, we have the remainder 3, right? So what do? It's 6 3 over 14. So 6 3 over 14, that one lah. Okay, or you also can just use calculator. Since this is paper 2, you just press 87 over divided by 14, then you can get already. Okay, convert to mix, you press shift and this button here. Okay, shift that one, then you can get 6 3 over 14, you see? Okay, it matches with that one. Or you can do manually like this, yeah. Alright, next, move on to the next one. Use 2 whole numbers to complete this calculation. Okay, you know that from here actually we can see already. This one, when you divide by this, what you will get is that one, right? So actually to get this one, right, you times 6 and then plus 3, isn't it? Convert this one to an improper fraction. So when we convert that one to improper fraction, so we just type 9 and then over, maybe how to write this, we press first, isn't it? 9 times 13 and then the answer plus 2, isn't it? So 9 times 13 is 117, then you plus with 2, so you will get 119. So this is actually 119 over 13. So how to convert 9 2 over 13? So we times first, right? And then the answer we plus, so you get 119 over with the denominator 13. So here you can write 119 over 13 which means 119 divided by 13. That's all. Yeah. Okay, move on. Okay, here a set of data has fewer than 6 values. Okay, so we have 6 values only. 1 2 3 4, yeah, it should be less than 6 values. So it can be 4, it can be 3, it can be 2. Okay, all right, now the median of the set of data is 5, but none of these values is 5. Okay, so what do you want to use? You want to use 4, or you want to use 5 also can. Okay, but if you want to use 5, this median, you know already the median must be there. So here, in order to get median, right, here you must put 5, but we cannot, the value is not 5, right? None of the value is not 5, so we can't choose, we can't put 5 values here. Okay, because if you put 5 value, the median is exactly in the middle here. So in order to get 5 median 5 here you must write 5, but we can't write 5. So we reduce the number of values, maybe 4, let's say. So now the median is in the middle here. Okay, so you know that if you have 4 values like this, the median will be the average of these two. So you have to plus these two value and divide it by 2. The answer must be 5. So you think lah, what plus what divided by 2 is 5. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot, right? Okay, that's a lot. Okay, so maybe what do you want to put? 4 and 6, isn't it? 4 plus 6 divided by 2, isn't that 5? Or maybe 3 plus 7 divided by 2, isn't that 5? Or maybe 2 plus 8, whatever you plus, make sure it's 10. Plus 8 divided by 2 also can. 1 plus 9 divided by 2, also 5. So these can be one of the answers. So 3, 7, 4, 6, 2, 8, and so on. Okay, so what do you want to pick? Maybe we choose 4, 6. All right, we pick 4, 6. So here we put 4, 6, and then make sure this number here must be bigger than 6. Okay, maybe 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, doesn't matter, as long as it's bigger than 6. Okay, so maybe we put 6 also can. You can put 6. I just put 7 lah. Here must be less than 1. Okay, because this data here must be in ascending order. Okay, so you can put 0 also can, 1, 2, 3, 4 also can. So whatever it is lah. Okay, I just put 1, 4, 6, 7. So there's a lot of possible answers here. 1, 4, 6, 7. Okay, right? That's how you do. Move on. Draw a ring around each of the two ratios that are equivalent. So I advise you to simplify all the ratios here. I think this is the simplest, the simplest, the simplest. This one can be simplified. This is divided by 2 each, so you get 3 to 4. This one also can be simplified, divided by 5. So 3 to 15 divided by 3 to 2. Okay, so this is 3 to 2. All right. So the answer is this one and this one. Got it? 3 to 2. Alright? Okay, move on to the next question. Carlos carries out a survey on clubs at school. This is one of the questions in his survey. He asked, do you agree that there should be more clubs to go to school? Do you agree that there should be more clubs to go at school? Then there are a few options here. You can answer yes, no, don't mind. Okay, write down one reason why this is not a good question. Okay, why this is not a good question? What do you think? Maybe not enough options, right? Not enough option, maybe because this question is like whether you agree or not, that's all. So this question is actually force you to agree or disagree or not. So he should have other options. Okay, so we can write not enough options. Or maybe because he should put other options that to so that the students can express their opinion or what, isn't it? Okay, so maybe you can write like that. Okay, next one is, here is the scale. Okay, this one I can't help you to do because I can't measure here, so because maybe it's inaccurate, so you have to print this paper, then only you can measure by using your ruler and then get the distance from B to C. So I'll teach you how. Yeah, the real life distance from A to B is 140 kilometers. So you measure this one first. You measure by using your ruler. Okay, in this case it is not accurate because I already zoom in this paper, so it might not be accurate. So this is equals to 140 kilometers. So whatever your measurement here, maybe you measure, so maybe you get X, right? And then you measure this one again, then you get Y, let's say. Then you compare, you use ratio and proportional. This X equals to 140, and then your Y should be equals to the answer here. So how do you do this? Y here, right? You divide by X, or maybe 140 you divide by X to get 1 cm equals to how many kilometers. Then after that you times with Y. Okay, so you use this method. Okay, so 140 you divide by X. This one you need to measure by using your ruler, and this one also you need to measure. Okay, then after that you just substitute in here. So what do? You use 140, you divide by your X, then the answer you times with Y. Okay, times with Y, then you should be able to get the answer here. Can I? Yeah, I can't help you here because this one you need to measure and measure and get the answer for this one. Measure X, measure Y, then only you can get the answer. All right. Okay, move on. Number 15. The graph shows Angelique's journey to work. Okay, so this is the distance from home. So she started at 8 o'clock, and then she she stopped somewhere. She stopped somewhere after travel few kilometers here. Okay, then she stopped somewhere. So at 8:30 here, and then after that maybe she's doing something here, maybe go for breakfast. Then after that continue again her journey. Okay, so here she stopped, maybe I guess she stopped for breakfast. Okay, so let's see. Write down the number of minutes Angelique stops for during her journey. So she stops here. So we need to find here how long she stopped here. This is from 8:30 to what is this? 9:15, isn't it? Okay, because this one is exactly at the center, so 9:15. So you write 9:15, you minus 8:30. Okay, when we minus this, we will get this one not enough. So we borrow. So here become 60. You plus with 15 first. Okay, 75. 60 plus 15 is 75. Then the answer you minus 30. 75 minus 30 is 45 minutes. So 8 minus 8 is 0 here. Okay, 8 minus 8 is 0. So answer here is 45 minutes. Can ya? Okay. Got it? Okay, next. Safia takes exactly the same route to work. She leaves at 8:30. It takes 45 minutes to get to work. She travels at the constant speed, means she didn't stop or what. She just all the way to her office. Okay, let's draw Safia's journeys on the grid. So she leaves at 8:30, yeah. So which means she start here, and then she takes about 45 minutes to get to work. So if 8:30, she leaves at 8:30, after 45 minutes, so she should reach around, this is 75 when we add. So this is 8, so we simplify this one because normally our minute here cannot be more than 60. So you minus 60, this is 15, and after you minus 60, you convert it to hour, so 9:15. Okay, so she reaches here around 9:15. So where is 9:15? Somewhere here, and it should be the same distance. So Angelique is here, right? Okay, so I think it's here. Got it? Draw a line. Yeah. Then you can get 1 mark. Is that okay? All right. So we try to check. This is 45 minutes, right? She leaves at 8:30. Straight away reaches her workplace here. Alright, continue. Okay, Safia passes Angelique on her way to work. Write down the time when she passes Angelique. So, which means that the blue one here is Safia's graph, right? So we know that at this point here, they will meet each other. Okay, the question asks you what time, when. Okay, so what do? We read that value. Okay, so which is this. What's that? Let's see. Oh, it's at the second one, so which is this one. Okay, yeah. Alright, so what time is that? Okay, as you see clearly here, let me enlarge this. From here to here is 30 minutes, right? And here, if you count, you have 10 boxes altogether, right? 10 units. Okay, never mind, we will we will enlarge again. Okay, so when you count here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got it? Okay, so here this is got 10 boxes, right? 10 units here. So which means one box is 30 over 10 is equals to 3. So therefore here is 9:3 am. Okay, so careful in reading this one. Just find what is one unit, then from there you can get the answer. Okay, so we write here 9:3. Okay, move on. Number 16 here. Chen throws coin 120 times. He gets 54 heads. Write down the relative frequency that Chen gets a head. Relative frequency is actually the probability. So the number of heads is 54 over with the total throws here, which is 120 times. So that is the frequency. Alright, relative frequency. So 54 out of 120. Just simplify. So that would give you 54 over 120. Okay, let's see. Oh, 9 over 20. You just write here 9 over 20. Okay, can ya? Relative frequency is probability, so we can write here. Alright, move on. And then we have another person here, Jamila. She also throws a coin 120 times. Okay, Chen throws 120 times. She also throws 120 times. The relative frequency that she gets is 0.57. Work out how many more heads Jamil gets than Chen. So from the relative frequency, right? From the relative frequency, we can get the number of heads. So how do? 0.575 we times 120. Okay, isn't it? So because just now, if we reverse this one, this is head, we want to find this one, so let's say that is x. X over 120 equals to 0.575. So to find this x, which means 120 times 0.575. Okay, so we multiply 0.575 times 120, so we will get 69. So Jamila here, she will get 69 heads. Okay, therefore how many heads? Then you have to answer the question, 69 minus 54. So what is that? Okay, maybe I write like this, minus 54. Okay, because who is this? Chen got 54 heads, right? So you minus, you should get 15. Okay, so the answer here is 15. Yeah, next one. Write 252 as a product of its prime factors. Okay, again, product of its prime factors. So what do? We do the repeated division, 252. Okay, you just divide with the prime numbers. Prime numbers may be 2, 3, 5, 7, 9 is not, and 11. Okay, I divide by 2 first. 252 divided by 2 is 1, 2, 6, isn't it? Okay, then still even, we divide again by 2. So this is 2 times 63, and then it's not even, so we divide by 3 because it's so obvious can be divided by 3. So divide by 3, you get 21. Okay, 21, I'll pick 7 or maybe 3, 7, and then 7, divide again by 7 until you get 1, you know. Okay, so your answer is actually this part here. So 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 7. Okay, so which means 2 square times 3 square times 7. Okay, if you double check also, 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 7. Isn't that 252? Okay, just double check. Can ah? Okay, so that's the answer. Okay, move on. Number 18. Okay, look at here. A supermarket puts colored labels on bottle of drinks to show how much sugar each contains per 100 milliliters. Okay, each label is either green, yellow, or red color. Okay, so we have here color of label green. If green means the amount of sugar in per 100 milliliter is less than 2.4. Okay, if yellow, then it's between 2.4 and 6.2. Red means more than 6.2, which means don't take. Okay, this supermarket sells lemonade in bottles containing 250 milliliters. Okay, where each bottle contains 14.5 gram sugars. Okay, so but this table here is per 100 milliliters, you know. So but this one is 250 milliliters. So we need to find in 100 milliliters how much sugar. Okay, so we can use this method here, milliliters, and here is gram. For every 250, so this bottle contains of 14.5. Okay, 14.5. So if 100 milliliters, how much sugar? Okay, so what do you do? This 14.5, we divide by 250 first, then you times 100. Okay, so always divide first, then times 100. Or maybe you also can do like this, 100 divided by 250, then times 14.5. Okay, so we do this 14.5 over 250 times 100. Okay, we press calculator. Where is it? 14.5 over 250 and then times 100. Okay, what you get is 29.5, which is 5.8 grams. So here is equals to 5.8 grams. And then from here you can see this 5.8 grams, if 100 milliliters, 5.8 grams, which means this 5.8 grams is between this one, isn't it? 2.4 and 6.2. Therefore, the color label should be in yellow color. Okay? Then here you draw yellow. I mean circle yellow. Got it? Fine lah. Fine. Because this one they give you 250, right? And then 250 contain 14.5 grams. So if 100 milliliters, how much? You use ratio and proportional, yeah? Okay, that method. So 5.8 is somewhere here. So therefore, it's yellow color. Got it, students? Okay, 19. Move on. Okay, question number 19 here. Calculate this value here. Alright, this value here, we have calculator. So we press calculator. But make sure you know, if you have this type of calculator, then it's easy for you. Okay, or else you do one by one. Square root 17 plus 4.1 cube. Okay. Alright, this is equals to 71.5667. I will write here 71.5667 over, or actually you can just type your calculator. Okay, over, okay, we find the denominator 3.1 times 0.2. So you will get, what is that? 0.62. 0.62. And then this one will gives you 71.5667 divided by 0.62. You should get 115.43. Okay? 115.43. or maybe we can just press again. This one, cert 7, okay, 4.1, sorry, plus 4.1 cube, okay, over 3.1 times 0.2. Let's see, 115.43. Yep, 115.43. Kenya. Okay, move on. Number 20. 40% of a number is 80. Find 55% of that number. So we find first 40% of a number, which means let's say M is 80, you know. Okay, so in this case, you know that 40% is 0.4 times M, right? 0.4 times M is 80. So therefore your M is 80 over 0.4. Okay, this one will give you 80 divided by 0.4. So we will get 200. So this number is 200. Okay, then we can check lah also 40% of 200. Is it 80? Yeah, it's 80. So therefore we find 55% of that number, which is 200, is what? You cut this one, cut 55 times 2 is 110. So here is 110. Alright, yeah, that's how you do. Move on, question number 21 here. Use the trial and improvement method to find approximate positive solution to this equation. We tried this equation many times in class, and then you have to give your answer to one decimal place. Okay, we see first. One value has been done for you. This, when you substitute your x with 10, you get 70. We want to get which is the closest to 50. So maybe we can try 9. What happens if you try 9? So 9 square. Follow, yeah? 9 square minus 3 times 9. Okay, we will get 54. Oh, very close, 54. Okay, how about 8? Okay, let's see, is it closer? So 8 square minus 3 times 8, 40 less. So we know already it's somewhere here. It's somewhere here, you know. This 54 is very close to 40. Okay, I mean very close to 50. So the answer may be around 8.7, 8.6. Okay, we try maybe 8.8. Okay, we try first. 8.8 square minus 3 times 8.8. 51.04. Wow, getting closer. Okay, maybe we can try 8.7 minus 3 times 8.7. Okay, what's that? 59.59. all right, that's good. 59.59. This is 8.7. okay, now 50 is in between here, so you can stop. Okay, please don't try further. Okay, then from here maybe you can write out too big, too small. You just write too big, okay, and so on. All right, so this one you write yourself, too big or too small only. So when we compare this one, your 50 is here, right? This 51.04 is somewhere here lah, let's say, and 49.59 is here. If you look this distance here, okay, this one, the difference is 1.04, and then this one is less than 1.04. We minus 50 minus 49.59. So you get what is that? 0.41. So this is just 0.41. So which one is closer? 49.59 or 51.04? 49.59, right? Okay, therefore the answer is X, you know, 8.7. Okay, so we choose here, we write here 8.7. Okay, continue. Mike has $450 and spent $360. There's another person here, Gabriela here, has 3,600 and spent 2,700. Tick to show who spends greater proportion of their money. Okay, greater proportion of their money. So again, if you have this type of question, we find the percentage. Okay, so we find lah how much Mike. So Mike here, he spent 360 over 450 times 100%. So let's see how many percent. So we press 360 over 450 and then you times 100. So you get 80%. Wow. Okay, 80%, that's a lot. And then how about Gabriella here? Gabriel, okay, equals to spend 2,700 here, right? 2,500 out of 3,600. Get 100%. Okay, let's see. 2700 over 3600 times 100. So what is that? 75%. So from here we can see the one that spend more is Mike. So you tick Mike. Okay? Because Mike spent 80%, right? Gabriel only spent 75% of his money. Alright? Okay. Move on. Convert 15 miles to 1 kilometer. We know that 1 mile equals to 1.6 kilometers. Yeah? So 15 miles, you just times 1.6, you can get 15 times 1.6, you get 24. Okay? So answer here is 24 kilometers. Okay? Please memorize this. Okay? 1 mile equals to 1.6. Right, next. A car travels at 72 km per hour. Work out the number of meters the car travels in 1 second. So which means we need to convert this unit here. 72 km per hour means 72 per 1 hour. Okay? When you convert 72 kilometer to 1 meter, you must times 1000. Okay? Over this one, 1 hour to second, you must times 60. Convert to minute first, then you times 60 again. Okay? So here you should get 72,000 over 3,600. Okay, actually you can cut the 0, isn't it? Cut. So 36 over, so 720 over 36, you can press calculator. So the answer is 20 meters. Okay? Okay, so that's how you convert. Convert one by one. This is times 1000. The hour you times, convert to second, times 60 times 60. Per hour means per 1 hour. Okay? Alright? Continue, move on. Round each of the number to 3 significant figures. Okay, you know that the leading zeros here is they are insignificant. So you must start from where? Start from here. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then you look here. Is this the next one? Is it the next digit? Is it more 5 and above? If it's not, then you just don't add anything here. So it's 0.00451. You count 1, 2, 3. The next digit here is 4. Therefore, this one you do not need to add 1. If it is 5 and above, then you need to add 1. Okay, here you count. For the second one, you count from here because this is not 0. 1, 2, 3. Then you look at the next digit here. The next digit here is 8. So, it's more than 5. So, this 8 here becomes 9. So, 779. And then here, this is 778,893, right? So, you cannot just round off to 779. So, we need to add 0, 0, 0. That's it, 779,000. Don't put 0.0. If you put 0.0, it will becomes... Okay, never mind. Just leave it like that. Okay? 779,000. Got it? Okay, next. Move on. Shape A is enlarged by a scale factor of 2 to make shape B. Shape B is then rotated to make... Okay, so let's see. Tick to show if each pair of shapes are congruent or not congruent. Congruent means they must have the same size and shape. Okay? So if you have different size, so which means they're not congruent anymore. Okay, look at this. Shape A is enlarged. So whenever it's enlarged to shape B, which means it's like, you know, bigger by 2 times already because they use scale factor of 2. It has different size, right? Therefore, it is not congruent. Okay? Right? Next. Shape B is then rotated. When you just rotate your shape, okay, so the size won't change. The shape is also still there. It's just that different position. Okay, therefore this one is congruent. right? Okay, B and C. After that, this one enlarged already, you know, enlarged, and then shape B and then rotated. So let's see, this shape C now, once it's rotated to shape C, then translated to shape B. Translated means you just move the what do you call that, shape. Okay, so for example, if you have like that, you rotate this one, you will get, let's say you rotate 90 degrees, you'll get like that, isn't it? Get something like that. And then after that, you translate, maybe go here 1 2 3 and then go down 1 2 3, so it's still the same size. So B and D, they are still congruent. Got it? Yeah, is that okay? Okay, move on. 27. Okay, this is a bit tricky here. Okay, shapes E and F are congruent. So this is what I said, the shape are still the same. Okay, but then the, you know, one is upside down. Okay, so it's rotated already, but this is still congruent. Write down the coordinates of P. All right, look at this. If you see carefully here, this point here is this, isn't it? And this point here, okay, maybe I use different color. This point here is this, right? Okay, let's see. This one, the, what do you call that, the X, the Y value here is 1, right? Here the Y value here is 7. So which means the difference from here to here is 6, isn't it? Okay, so let's see this one. For this point, so which means from here to here must be 6 also lah, right? So how to get 6? You just use this 2 here, you minus 6. Okay, 2 minus 6, you get negative 4. So this is your Y coordinate. So you write here negative 4. Okay, okay, can I understand? This vertical distance here is 6 because 7 minus 1 is 6, right? So therefore here, to get this point here, you just use 2 minus 6, you get negative 4. Okay, now for the X coordinate here, we'll see the distance from this and this. This is negative 1, so I write here negative 1. Here is negative 3, right? This one negative 3, so we put here negative 3. Therefore the distance here is 2, isn't it? Right? So which means from here, this X here, you want to find the X coordinate of P, so you have to minus 2. Okay, 4 minus 2 is 2, so therefore this is 2. Therefore this point here is 2 negative 4. Okay, a bit tricky here, so be careful. They are congruent, so which means the distance with from one point to another point should be the same. Okay, careful, yeah. Next one, 28 here. Write down the shape that does not have reflection symmetry. Okay, reflection symmetry means if we can cut this, assume that this is your cake, we can cut that into 2 parts. Okay, for A here, we can cut like that, isn't it? Okay, so we can cut like that, right? Okay, so we have similar part here, so this one you have. And for B here, we can cut like that, like that, like that, like that. Okay, so you have 2, the front one and the back one, so they are the same. Okay, for D here, how to cut this? Maybe we can chop here in the middle, right? So we have left side here, right side here, they are the same. But for C, we don't have reflection of symmetrical. No matter how we cut also, we can't get 2 equal shapes there. Okay, so the answer is C. Got it? Alright, next. This diagram shows the front view of another shape made by using 5 cubes. Draw this shape on the isometric grid. Alright, so this is the front view. So what? Let's get the front view first. It's T, isn't it? Okay, we go, how? We go like that. This drawing is quite nice actually. T, right? That's T, isn't it? That's the front view, right? Isometric means we have like this 5 cubes, isn't it? 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, So we have it must be a cube, you know. So we have here, okay, make it like that. And here on top here we have 3 already. 1 2 3. Do you see that? 1 2 3. Maybe I will draw like that. Okay, that's on top. And then at the bottom here we have another 2, like that, isn't it? Do you see you have 5 here? 1 2 3 4 5 cubes. Okay, that's how you draw. This is what we call isometric drawing. All right, so yep, nice. Okay, next one. Okay, the last one. Good. All right, the table shows the data about the life of 2 types of battery. We have battery A here, and we also have battery B. The median. Use the median and the range to compare the 2 types of battery. All right, so this is about their life, how long it can last. Battery A here, if you compare the median, it's 1.8. Battery B here, 1.3. So what we can say here is battery A here can last longer than battery B. If you compare the median, because this one is more, isn't it? More hours. So we write here battery can last longer compared to battery B. Okay, next one is the range. Okay, as what we discussed in class, okay, we don't prefer bigger range. Okay, if you have you know, when you compare the range here, battery B has bigger range than battery A. So we can say that battery B here is inconsistent. Sometimes it can last longer, sometimes it can, you know, just like, you know, last for a few hours only. Okay, so what we can say here about the range, we can write battery B is inconsistent compared to battery A. Okay, you write battery B is means sometimes can last. Maybe battery B, sometimes the first time you buy, oh, it can last longer, and then the next time you buy again, why suddenly like a few hours only? So that's why it's inconsistent compared to battery A. Okay, so as a conclusion, we would prefer battery A than battery B. Yeah, all right. Alright, so that's all about this paper. I hope yeah, please do together with me here. Okay, maybe you can pause the video and then do first and then compare your answer with mine here. Okay, so I hope you can use this video as your revision to answer your exam. Alright, students. Okay, so I see you again in my next video. Goodbye, everyone.